Okay, time for the second coat. First one is dried down and still just a little bit sticky. We've been such high humidity, but past the point where it's going to be an issue now to go ahead and touch this up some more. I'm not trying to take all of the Army factor out of it because that's just not going to be real practical or necessary. I just want to take the color darkness down so it fits my AO better and is more neutral in my AO. Secondly, take the Army out of it. Just kind of remove that glaring Army look and make it look more just like a general purpose rucksack by anybody's name company. So that way it's just a little bit less, screaming, military. So we'll throw a little more paint on it, touch up some spots. It's pretty close in a lot of ways already. It's not bad. So just kind of doing a little touch up, let's say. Then we'll put this thing out in the sun, so it actually starts sunshining again. We had 1.30 inch of rain in the last 36 hours. Last month, we've had over 6 inches of rain, which is fantastic. It's a total gift from the good Lord. We have been in a fairly severe drought for 3 years, and we have not had a year like this in about 6 years where we had rain like this. So we are extremely grateful for this weather that we are getting. We also understand how quickly we can go from what seems like a fairly wet year to dust. And by the time we get to August, we can watch things start burning up pretty severely. So we're keeping an eye on that. Obviously, as dryland farmers, we can't do a tremendous amount about a lot of that, which is fine. We get to work a little more in tune with nature as dryland farmers because we don't have the ability to throw money at the situation and try to play God, which has some humbling elements to it for sure. So some parts of this pack I'm not even going to try to paint. Case in point would be in the frame area, in that area. Just there's no point to try to paint that. It would be on my back when someone would see it. Again, I'm not trying to totally remove that detail, anything about it being military. If it was, I would have to literally dip it into a dye and just totally re-dye the entirety of the pack, which could be done, but not necessary. The predominant goal here is to simply make it fit my AO better and just take the obvious walking down the road, hey, that's an Army pack. What's this guy doing here? He's got a military looking pack. For those who know military packs, I'm sure they would recognize this pack at the drop of a hat anyway. So at that point, I will be getting a pack cover to just throw over it to, waterproof a little bit more and stuff of that nature anyway. And here, pocket open, a little quieter in my AO. A lot of the time of the year when I carry a pack quite a lot, it's more in the fall, winter, and a lot of browns and tans because of the dry grasses and that type of thing in this high plains environment. So I'm not trying to take all of that out, all the variation in color subtlety here, but make it work, just work a little bit more. So if I'm doing an extended coyote tournament, for example, I'm packing my pack, I'm covering a lot of ground, just overland in large sandhill environments or shrub country environments. For example, in Wyoming, if I need to, I'll throw a little color on it. I can throw a little bit of sage color to it, break it up a little bit from the tannish color if I wanted to a little more, or I can throw a little bit of brown on it if I need to. It's just paint. Bottom, I'm not too worried about this being it's the bottom of the pack, and it's just a solid kind of a olive drab green anyway, so I'm not worried about that. But overall, that is actually looking pretty good. I think we're about where we want to just kind of call it good, and we'll let it cure, and then go ahead and put in some time with some camp dry. That way it's a lot more water resistant. Definitely going to want that as well. And then obviously everything inside is watertight, is waterproof when it's loaded. Right now I have a sleeping bag in the bottom to fill that up, and I have pillows shoved into the top to fill that up, just to push the bag out so that it will hold shape better and take paint, with less creases and seams. So, a little bit right there wouldn't hurt. Just a touch. There. Getting this right on the back. All right. Well, that looks pretty well subdued. It doesn't look at a glance like a big army backpack, at least to me. So anyway, that is the second coat on the rucksack project. Future projects to come. Thank you.